Thank you very much for inviting me to the Cookout barbecue, Mr. Chappelle, but I'm going to have to decline. And I just wanted to read a brief statement that I prepared. I denounce anti-black racism in all its forms, and I stand with my friend in a black community. And that is how you buy yourself some time. Early in my career, I learned that there are two words in the English language that you should never say together in sequence. And those words are the and blacks. Never heard someone do good after they said that. Vaguely, I remember it started with a tweet, a strange tweet. It was like, I'm feeling a little sleepy. When I wake up, I'm gonna go DEFCON 3 on the blacks. And then he just went to bed. I was up all night worried. What is he gonna do to the blacks? I grew up around black people. I have a lot of black friends, so I'm not freaked out by your culture. I know a little bit about it just by hanging around, like, yo, let's go out after school tomorrow. And they'd be like, well, you can't go out. He's Kwanzaa. I'd be like, what? What is Kwanzaa? I had so many questions. Why do some of you people dress like Robert Baratheon? It's just a rule. You know, the rules of perception. If they're Jewish, then it's a minion. If they're Italian, it's a mob. But if they're black, it's a coincidence and you should never speak about it. He posted a link to a movie that he had seen on Amazon, no caption on the poster, nothing like that. But apparently this movie had some racist, anti-black tropes, and it had some weird title like The Nation's Home Birth in a Tub. But this is where, I draw the line. I know black people have been through terrible things all over the world, but you can't blame that on the Czechoslovakians. You just can't. You know what I mean? A fair punishment would be to just post a link to 12 Years a Slave and y'all just write your own captions. Because his white ass was nowhere near slavery. In fact, he's not even certain it existed. I've been to Atlanta, and I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I'm just telling you, this is just what I saw. It's a lot of blacks. A lot. But that doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? There's a lot of white people in Boise, Idaho. Doesn't mean we run the place. I can't see if you had some kind of issue. You might go out to Detroit or Chicago. You might start connecting some kind of lines and could maybe adopt the delusion that the blacks run criminal gangs and drug business. It's not a crazy thing to think, but it's a crazy thing to say out loud in a climate like this. Got nothing but love for all y'all. God bless you. And in the words of Urban Berlin,
hate the Catholics,
God bless America.
Hate the Protestants and the Hindus, hate the Muslims, and everybody hates the Jews. All of my folks hate all of your folks. It's American as apple pie.